Aloe Vera, of the genus Aloe. Apparently it flowers in summer, pendular flowers with yellow tubular corolla, almost like a cross between bluebells and kangaroo paw. There's been an aloe vera in my garden my whole life, but I've never seen one flower before. Apparently DNA testing, because that's what you do to plants, shows that the plant originates from Yemen and the Arab Peninsula. But let's be honest, it's like the current political situation. Naturalised Australian, and we only care about its actual origins when they serve a purpose. It was the first plant I learned to identify. Short and stubby with thick fleshy leaves. Running over the island we called home, rock-toughened feet stained with mulberry juice and red mud, brown arms patterned with beads of blood drawn by branches that caught the skin, knees scraped raw when the leap from cottonwood trunk to ground is slightly mistimed. The aloe was nature's paramedic. If you went home, then Mum would pull you in, clean you up properly and make you take it easy for the rest of the day. But the aloe, it didn't care. Just break 2 leaves and use the sharp white teeth along the edge of one as a serrated blade. Slice the second lengthways and apply the stinky, clear yellow gel to the wound. If it was bad, and you really should have gone home, then the first leaf could be used to saw off some palm fronds to tie the slices to your limb. Portable first aid, and you didn't even have to stop the game. I will always associate the aloe vera with the sting of salt water on a braided skin, the smell of sea and sand and sweat, and with the delicious joy a child carries in their heart when they outwit a hawk-eyed mother. I'm a mother myself now, and I know that there was no outwitting, but I'm teaching my children about the aloe vera all the same. I have a pigeon pair, a boy and a girl, and 6 unhatched. I planted my aloe vera the year my youngest was born. It was fitting. I brought my baby home, and when Mum came to visit, she brought a baby aloe from her garden. Both thrived, one on the breast, the other in the garden outside my bedroom window. It was easier to take care of the aloe. No crying in the middle of the night, and all it wanted was the occasional feed of mushroom compost, and it exploded, taking over the whole garden until I was giving shoots away to everyone who walked past. It never flowered though. The air started to cool as much as it ever does on the sunny coast, and one morning I was left with a dilemma. What do I do with unhatched egg number 6? It's an alien the size of a thumbnail. When I lifted it up, my heart stopped because I saw it move, and maybe its heart was still beating and it's not too late if I just, put it back. But it wasn't a heartbeat, just my breath and the shaking of my hands, and then there I was, sitting on the toilet, hands looking like I'd dipped them in paint, wondering what to do. Do I call it a bundle of cells? Just flush it down the toilet with the rest of what I would call a late period and pretend it never happened? My stomach rolled and bitter tears rose like bile in my throat, so I called it a fetus. But there's no guidelines for the disposal of a deceased fetus. No what to do when you miscarry into a menstrual cup for dummies. So I called it a baby. A tiny, big-headed alien baby, and a band clenched around my chest, but I knew what to do for a baby. A baby just needs love. A baby needs to be tucked into bed, buried in the front garden underneath the aloe, and every time I use a leaf to soothe a burn, it soothes my heart as well. And just 1 week later, in the middle of winter, the aloe vera flowered for the first time, with 6 sun-kissed flowers.